What we had been learned previous class, just to remember it. Hindu Marriage Act, marriage in India, mate choice, so today, family problems, marriage problem. First problem is that lower status of woman. The economic status, mainly the social status of women in India is lower than men. Due to cultural factors, heritage, etc. Second, child marriage. Child marriage have been prohibited in India, but many of marriages are child marriage, mainly in tribal area. Third one, sati. Sati means evil practice. If husband die, wife should be die in same fire. She is also prohibited by legislations. Already we had been learned. Sati is a crime now in India. Fourth one, divorce. Next issue. In modern society, divorce is a major problem. Yes, due to various reasons, mainly legislations, cultural changes, as well as mechanization and mainly industrialization, etc. Fifth one, dowry system. Dowry Prohibition Act have been prohibit. Giving and asking is punishable crime, but still having a serious issue. As we had been learned this previous class, for example, in the current affairs, for example, now in Kerala, one of the incidents happened, as well as in Tamil Nadu, various places. Dowry problems. So not only these cultural factors, in modern culture is that mainly in these commission agents now influencing the dowry in India. For example, matrimonial agencies. So, which is a reality. Sixth one, misuse of anti-dowry laws. Every dowry laws have been favorable to men. So, women may be misuse that law. Seventh one, marital dispute to blackmail husband. Which means in modern families, husband blackmail by their own wife by using mainly legislation, for example, dowry prohibition, misuse it. For example, the family, husband and wife living together. Wife has a desire, having a desire, try to fulfill or any material or gold or any other desire not fulfilled by the husband, blackmailing. Sati, practice of sati. Eighth one, difficult mother-in-law. Which means conflict between new bride and the husband's mother. Mainly due to cultural factor, already we had been, I was emphasized that, new family, new bride enter to the family. So two families having different cultures. New culture may cause the cultural shock. Difficult to adopt some cultures which create conflict between mother-in-law and new bride. Then physical abuse. Example, wife beaten due to alcoholic husband or drug addicts, etc. 10th one, sexual abuse. Sexual abuse means misuse of sex. Or sexual ill health. In other words, sexual immorality in the families, which create major problems in the families. 11th one, verbal and emotional abuse. Verbal abuse means using words, negative words against husband or wife. Emotional abuse means, for example, emotional blackface crying, for example, use some words and crying towards husband and blackmailing. 12th one, economic abuse. Student, this is a major issue in modern families. Misuse of money. Everybody want money, but try to earning more money. But the reality is that, for example, husband went to abroad. For example, a marriage. After the marriage, husband and wife living together, want money. Husband got a good job in abroad, went to abroad. Then earning money every day, every month, 50,000 or 25,000 sent to their own wife account. Husband imagination is that wife may be saving all the money and constructing new houses. One day husband came back to the house. From abroad. But family situation is more vulnerable than previous. What will happen? Understand about it? Husband went to abroad and money sent to wife. Think about the building new house or reconstruction of the house and better education to their own children. But came back to the house from the abroad, all monies are lost. due to wife was misuse the money. What will happen? Husband maybe threat is conflict with the wife, maybe injuries, murder happen. Is a reality we had been seen in these societies. Okay. Next, marital problems. Definition: marital problem refers to relationship due to complex process involving psychology, personal, finance, and societal. Marital means marriage. What are the problems? Psychological, finance, and societal. Is a complex one, complex process. Next, two important marital problems in India: dowry system and divorce in India. First, dowry system, meaning property or money brought by bride to her husband when she marries. Keywords: property, money. Definition: dowry has been defined as transfer of parental property to daughter at her marriage. This fund may provide an element of financial security, eventually go to provide for her sons and daughter. Keywords: property to daughter, her marriage, mainly for financial security for her own daughter. So next generation, that money this transfer to their own son, son and daughter, like this. So this process is called a dowry. Dowry is considered as social evil. Students, money is essential for the family. After the marriage, need money to reconstruct the new families. But dowry became a heritage. The problem due to the customs, generation by generation, certain custom to exchange of materials, which create issues. First point, causing suffering of people and parents. Corruption and bribe in the family. For corruption means maybe use misapplication of money or way to earning money. Then it has determinate the status of woman. result in dowry death, suicide, homicide, etc. Next, factors responsible for dowry system. First factor, caste. Every caste having different system of exchange of materials. That's heritage. Next, custom. Custom means traditional habit. Every girl need money too as a dowry or properties. This is a habit of Indian population. Then inevitable of marriage. Next cause. Everyone should be married. Then false notation of social status. Maximum of women feel that if giving more dowry is more status, which is false notation. Money only not determine the happier life. Every aspect we need, education need, as well as social psychological need. The money only support to, but so that is a reason why. What are the causes responsible for dowry? Caste, custom, inevitability of marriage, then status, social status, false notation. Next, sociological implication of dowry system. Sociologically speaking, dowry having both positive and negative effect. Positive effect concern establishment of new household. Then increase the status of woman. If having more money, increase the economic status of woman. Which is positive, The other reality is that when give dowry, some money or property went to the husband's family, not to their own daughter. That is an area to create problem. Okay, increase the status of woman, so money and property should be given to their own daughter, not to their husband or etc. Then increase the family status. If you are having more money or more property, the family status will be increased in the society. Then maintain harmony, unity among the family. The reason is that maximum of family crisis due to economic factors. No money, not essential or adequate money, which creates stress and anxiety and may problem between husband and wife. So dowry help to maintaining harmony away from economic crisis. So these are the positive aspects of the dowry system. So dowry only give to woman, not give to the husband family. That is the reason. That is a positive aspect. The negative aspect is that lead to lots of other social evils. Alcoholism, bribery, prostitution, theft. Next negative aspect, forgery, misapplication of money for arranged dowry. If a girl born in a family, the parents from that day start to save the money to give dowry to their own daughter. So maybe use misapplication or misarrangement of money, etc. Then homicide. So which means homicide means after the marriage, for example, ask more dowry, not given a dowry as agreed in the time of this marriage, then husband family may be harass the new bride, economic, physical abuse, maybe sexual abuse, and ended with homicide, killed by the husband family members. It means homicide. Then dowry death. Dowry death due to the over harassment, suicide, suicide themselves. One of the news in last week, did you see that in the Polymer news? One girl was study BPharm, study married last month. Then in the time of marriage agreement, how much money given or gold, but not given enough money and dowry, money and gold. Then harassed by their own, the husband family members, their brother and husband, mother-in-law. Then was suicide. Last week I had seen in this Polymer news. As well as in Kerala, one of the incidents happened. So these are all the dowry death. That's why nowadays in Kerala taken major decisions by the governor as well as chief ministers directly involved to reducing the dowry system or in the society to prevent homicide and dowry death. So these are the negative aspects. Then legislations related to dowry. Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, amended 1986. Minimum 5 years of imprisonment, 15,000 fine, equivalent to value of dowry, which means if a husband family asks 10 lakh rupees dowry, a bride may be complained to the authorities, should be fined. That is proof in the court. The punishment is that 5 years imprisonment or the fine. Fine may be 10 lakhs plus 15,000. So is according to this legislation, asking and giving dowry is a crime, punishable crime. Then divorce in India. Students, other one of the realities that in the time of marriage, this bride family do not arise any issues, giving dowry or asking dowry. After the marriage, problems will be arise. Problem means husband family may be stressed to more dowry than early ask. So that time only create problems, then only apply to the concerning authorities, to regarding asking dowry, which create major issues. Then divorce in India. Define divorce. Declaration dissolving marriage, especially one that release the husband and wife for all matrimonial obligations. Obligation means responsibilities. judicial declaration means legally separated. Causes woman becoming financially independent. Can you see this picture? Subida, can you see this picture? Subida?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. First point is that causes of woman earn money more than husband. Then so this problem may be more and like to separate. Next, interference of parents, girls. Student, this is a main area. Husband and wife would like to living together, but interfere by their own parents. In a small issues arise in this new family, parents may motivate to a big issue, become a big issues. Next is that against wish of men or women. For example, so this is mainly early age of marriages. For example, when you study, a girl study in second year in a college, in the family one alliance maybe came, the husband says that husband family says that I know need no dowry. Only I want your girl, this girl, I will be spent all the money for study. So, but in the time of study, marriage is very difficult one. But women do not like that. But parents pressure, and got married. This type of marriage ended, maximum of marriages ended with crisis and divorce. Then mother-in-law, daughter-in-law conflict. Already we have discussed, mainly started from kitchen, food habits, and etc. Then conspiracy against boy, his family. Conspiracy against boy is okay. Boys maybe did any wrong, but girls' family may be against boys' family. So which ended with divorce. Then slug is life, sex life, due to various reasons. Husband may be alcoholic or any sexual defects, sexual disorders. So which leads to a divorce. Then fun-loving generation. Students, in the time of marriage, everybody like to marry for fun. But after the marriage, what will happen? Till one child born, fun same like of going on. But after the born a child, declining the same kind of fun and other kind of fun will become. So that child will be included. What will happen? So husband and wife expected that we need same kind of fun.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, Vinishakum, அப்புறம் சோஃபியாக்கும் class open ஆகல.
Okay, please check. I will check. Can you say rejoin the class, please? rejoined.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay. So after the marriage, maybe after the child bearing, the kind of love will be changed. So it should be that the family now do not accept or do not adjust the loving bond, will be ended with divorce. Then adultery. Adultery is a main reason to cause the major problem in this. Already we have discussed, sexual relationship with other than husband or other than wife ended with divorce. Then misconception. Yes, please. Yes, I think. Yes. Join now. Sophia, join now. Okay. Next, infidelity. Can you see this picture? Infidelity due to children's difficulty living together and like to divorce. Then communication breakdown, a lack of relation between or interaction between husband and wife due to job, imbalance of job. As we know that, that, which means this husband may be more time with other than wife in the leisure time, and lack of sharing the information between the family members, etc. Then physical, emotional, psychological abuse. Physical means wife beating, emotional means emotional threatening, psychological means maybe negative influences, negative words, negative images, relationship, etc. Then marital financial issue. Students, this is major area. Financial illiteracy. For example, if a family earning 10,000 or 15,000, 50,000 rupees, the husband and wife together and plan the family finance. But in many families, do not plan together, which ended with divorce. Yes, Vinisha joining now. Yes. Vinisha.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then child rearing. Can you see that child rearing?
Link open.
Anybody any questions? Yes. Conflict between husband and wife which directly affect the problems. Then sexual incompatibility due to various reasons already we have discussed. Physical, mental and psychological issues. Physical issues mainly. Then boredom. Boredom means stress and depression. Then religious and cultural strain. As students in India, this is major issue. The husband and wife living together. Husband may be or wife may be irrational relation, this contact with religious bond than family, which ended with divorce. Next, addiction and alcoholism. Can you see this picture? Look at this. Alcoholism is a major issue. Then other addictions, drug addicts. Then difference in expectation and priorities. Husband and wife, two individuals, two of them having different likeness. So husband and wife should be understand with each other. Do not understand, which ended with divorce. The next point, personal and career goals. Husband having different goal, wife having other goal. Ended with divorce. Then husband task, financial problem, mainly different expectation in use of finance. Then intellectual incompatibility and inflexibility. Students, this is a main issue. Husband and wife should be flexible and resilient. And the reason is that every individual should be think about individuality. Husband is different individual than wife is different individual. Both are having different likeness, different desires. Husband should be understand about wife desire. Wife should be understand about husband desire and work together. If not, ended with divorce. Then mental instability, mental illness, mainly stress, anxiety, depression. So every family member should be maintain mental hygiene, adopt defense mechanism to prevent stress, adopt and mature defense mechanism for healthy and enjoyable life. So these are the reason cause the divorce. So next class will be learn about signs of toxic relationship. Can you define divorce?
It is a declaration dissolving a marriage.
Yes. Thank you. Dissolving marriage legally. Okay. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the day. Tomorrow we will be meet. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Akarlia, bless you. Zenisha.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.